Good morning, everybody. Jason up, New Year's Revolution car. Sunday morning. that Sunday just reminded me of the worst Philadelphia Spectrum announcer in wrestling history. He's probably basketball legendary, but as a wrestling announcer, he absolutely drives me insane. I've talked about him before for all you Philadelphia fans. Dave Zinkoff. Sunday, 285 pounds, spot, moonduck. Just look him up. Look him up, Dave Zinkoff. Apparently, and this is just way out of nowhere, and half of you don't have a clue what I'm talking about. I'm watching October 85 of WWF, and I just watched the Philly Spectrum house show where Dave Zinkoff was an awful announcer and ruined the card, and he dies in December of 85, so dead man walking, if you know what I mean. All right, so what are we doing? We're feeling a little better today, mentally. And it's not like, when I say mentally, I don't mean, like mental health. I just mean like life stress. I don't know. You know already. You know. It's a Sunday discussion day, but not in the car. We're going to go home and have a discussion. But I like to wake up on Sundays if I'm not bowling with the boy. I like to hit up a few places, get out of the house in the morning, kids are still sleeping, and just kind of do a Sunday dad thing. So I'm going to go to, I got to get some stuff at Walmart, and I never went to Lowe's yesterday, and so we're going to do that. There's a Goodwill in Brockport that I'm going to stop at because I am on the hunt for possibly the final piece of the kitchen, the 80s coffee pot. My friend Retro Ray sent me a picture of one sitting on his Goodwill shelf, but the bowl was cracked, and so they're out there. I know they're out there. I've seen them a million times. I had to open that window. I was getting a little nauseous. Just randomly nauseous. I don't have any Gatorade. So we're gonna do the circuit. We're gonna. I know Walmart's not gonna have anything as far as superstars, and I think I've got a couple of people with a night heart and a heart already waiting for me. So I don't even know if I'd grab them if I saw them. I wouldn't. I've seen Brutus beefcakes on random people's videos, shelves. I doubt it. Then we're going to go to Goodwill and see if we can snag a coffee pot. Then we're going to go home and sit in the cave or in the garage and have a discussion. And the topic is going to be, with my birthday 24 hours away, I will be turning 49, which, if you guys, I don't know if you're mathematicians, I don't want to judge anybody and their intelligence, but after a few minutes of calculations, I have determined that 50 comes after 49. And so I will be 50 1 year from today. That's bizarre. Just saying that out loud is bizarre because we grew up with 50-year-olds being old. Very old. They looked old. They acted old. They talked old. I'm watching Barney Miller, which we will discuss. I ended, I finished Curb. I'm so sad that Curb Your Enthusiasm no longer exists. It exists on disc, of course. Thank you, Colin. But I'm so sad that series ended because it's so good. So good. I felt the same way when Seinfeld ended, when The Sopranos ended. I just feel sad and detached and sad. So I started watching Barney Miller. Better than I thought. Better. I truly enjoy it. I'm only like 5 or 6 episodes in, but I truly enjoy it. The point I was making was of not looking 50. Abe Vigoda, ladies and gentlemen, the oldest man on the planet, and has been for decades. Abe Vigoda was about 57 when he made the season 1 of Barney Miller. 57. And Abe Vigoda looks like a return, like literally a Night of the Living Dead zombie. And Abe Vigoda, probably a sweet, wonderful man, but boy, oh boy, did people look old. So I don't think I'm going to look like Abe Vigoda 7 years from now. But, and I know that there's factors, diet and self-care and whatever it's called, smoking. A lot of us don't smoke as much, drinking daily, sunlight, working out. I don't know. A lot of us, none of us look 50. None of us dudes look 50 if we're 50. None of us look like Abe Vigoda, I can assure you of that. Granted, he was 57, but I don't think 7 more years is going to turn me into Abe Vigoda. My point is, the discussion today is, if all you 80s people haven't noticed, we're getting older. We're approaching the age that we remember our dads being. Roll that back. We are approaching the age that we remember our fathers being old. When my dad was 50, my dad was old in my mind. I mean, it's so bizarre. My grandma died at 69. So 19 years prior, I was in my 20s. Wait, can that be? So if my grandma's 69, 19 years from... Yeah, my grandma was like 50 when I moved in with them. My grandma was 50 when I moved in with them. And I was like 15. That's insane. Because my grandma was always a grandma. Oh, 50 is going to be weird. So anyway, the talk is, what are we doing? Where are we going? What's it going to be like? What are we looking forward to? What are we not looking forward to? How do we plan on aging? Are we still going to be 80s kids? Are we still going to wear Friday the 13th exclusive t-shirts from Fright Rags? What are we going to do at 60, at 70? How do we plan on aging? And I've got a plan. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I got a plan. So we'll talk about that today. How are we going to do this? How are we going to age? What are we going to do? All right, let's go shopping first. I don't know what they're giving away today, but this place is packed. So let's just go to the... Oh my God. All right, we're not gonna film much longer here. Maybe. What? That's fantastic. No, too new. Well, that's a big nope. There's about 75 people in line, and I'm not wasting half a sun. And carts are full again, so we're setting up to have another Goodwill experience like the other day, and all I had was coffee pots. I'm gonna find a coffee pot. I know I am. I just gotta hold out for the right one. Those were all new. Those were all newer. I know exactly what I want. But that's good to know that there's usually about 10 coffee pots at a Goodwill. All I found there was a Tequila Sunrise VHS tape and one of those 80s picture frames. I showed it to you that had, somebody gave like their own family picture frame with the little circles in it that you put, and I like those. I want one for the kitchen counter. Put in some old photos of me. Why not? And set that up. But and it was only $1.97. But again, so many people in line, and I'm not going to do it. I don't know what the deal is with Sundays, but at Goodwill, I don't know if there's a discount or if it's a stock day or what, but that place was full. So now we're going to go in Walmart just to laugh at ourselves, because I know there's no Superstars figures, but I got to pick up a few things here too, and then that's it. So let's go check out Walmart. All right, let's prepare to be disappointed. Oh my goodness. What? Holy cow, this is the first time I'm seeing them. Oh, wow. That's amazing. And they have cactus. I don't want cactus necessarily. Do I? Oh, wow. They do have them. Holy cow, first time. Why is Jake Hager still here? Okay. Well, two people from Instagram have purchased a Bret Hart and a Neidhart, and we just have to work out the deal, either cash or trade, but they're here. That's amazing. All right, let's see what else. I don't think we're ever going to see any turtle stuff. Oh, this is so fun to see. I've seen these in other videos, but just cool to see. You know, I honestly wish that I had liked Goosebumps, because I think these are incredible. If you're a Goosebumps fan, these are awesome. I've never seen Goosebumps. What does that remind you of? Tales from the Crypt Keeper. Tales from the Crypt Keeper. I've never seen Goosebumps, but these are insanely good. Wow. So that was kind of insane. The Heart Foundation was at Walmart. And so was Cactus Jack. I'm trying to do this one-handed. Hold on, bear with me. So was the Cactus Jack. And I bought the Cactus Jack. Why did I buy? Because it's WCW, NWA, Cactus Jack, 89 or so. I watched them. I liked them. Plus, I need some stuff to go back up on the wall. So, Cactus Jack, this is the first time this whole series I've seen in Walmart. That's awesome. That makes me feel hopeful for the next series of Jake and Iron Sheik and Zeus that is selling on eBay for insane prices. And then we saw some protos for George Steele and Nikolai Volkov. So I just hope this little line keeps going, but the finding it is a beast. So why didn't I buy Bret and Neidhart? Well, a couple of people from the YouTubes have already purchased them for me. But we're just figuring, I'm it's either I'll PayPal you or Venmo. I don't have PayPal. I'll Venmo you, or I'll trade. I'll throw some trade bait at you, and I'll ship you some of my stuff. But I haven't heard back, so I don't know. But I didn't want to get them just in case. So that's pretty cool. That's very, very cool. We have a Bret and a Neidhart sitting on the shelves at Walmart. Awesome. All right, that's it for the trip. I won't bore you with Lowe's. I have to just kind of get a couple brackets for the cave as we are starting to move down into the cave, which I love. Love that we're moving down there. And I will not wait long on the seating. I will literally pull the trigger on the seating very quickly. Amazon has those cheap leather, in quotation marks, gaming chairs, theater chairs that are like narrow and thin and small, and they're recliners, and I'm good with that. That sounds great to me. I don't need a big dad recliner down there. We've changed the look of the room, so we're not going to do that. And I'm happy with the thin ones, and they're about $70 on Amazon. So we'll either grab them off there, or we'll get one off Marketplace that doesn't smell like tuna. All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to go to Lowe's. All right, well, I guess we'll have the conversation in the car because I got stuff to do when I get home. So as we said earlier, whether you're aware of it or not, we have aged. All of these memories, all of this fun stuff that we're talking about on the channel over the last 8 years or so, is because we've aged and we're not living the life that we're talking about anymore. We've grown up. I don't know if we ever thought we would, and I don't mean we die, but I don't ever remember thinking that this time was coming. Because we don't. We play and we have fun and we are distracted by awesome things, and I don't remember planning age. And obviously we all say the time flew by, and it did. And I don't want this to become a depressing conversation. I don't want to get depressed about aging. Age didn't matter at all until I had kids. I was not aware of aging until I had kids, because now there was more than just me aging. It was my children aging also. So the crazy part about having kids and aging is that they age very noticeably when I don't. So you look at photos around the house, and I look at Liam and Finley's baby photos, and I might be in the photo and I look exactly the same. I'm a little fatter, but I look exactly the same. But my kids obviously look like completely different humans because they are. and they aged. So having kids brought the reality of aging, which sucks because now it's them aging, and that I don't know if I'll ever be okay with. That's not the discussion. The discussion is, what are we gonna do when we age? And I'll tell you, I'll be honest with you, aside from the kids getting older, that's a completely different discussion that I won't have. I can't have. I do not want my kids to get older. I mean, obviously, I want them to get older and live. I just don't know what that's going to be like when I've got an 18-year-old or a 22-year-old. I am not okay prepared for that at all. I want them to be who they are forever. So take them out of the discussion completely. I look very forward to aging. And I know that I look extremely forward to having less responsibility. All of our concerns are financial and health, right? So far I've lived a healthy 49 years. No major stuff, thank God, whatever. So I'm okay health-wise. Money, I have a career that allows me to work very, so I could work 20 hours a week and still make a very good salary. So as time progresses, I will certainly work less, but that won't be for another 15, 17 years. I mean, I plan on working well into my 60s. And the job I do requires me to sit and talk, so that's fine. I can do that forever. Financially, I was a dumbass financially. I didn't listen to anybody that ever said anything about the importance of retirement plans. As a lot of us do, we don't listen because we're stupid. And when I worked for a university, I had a, whatever it was, 401k or whatever that they matched 6%. So they automatically put in 6% and then matched it. And then they put in 6% and then they'd match whatever I put in. So at one point I was putting away some money, and over the years while I was there, it got up to like $32,000 or so. And when I left the university, I actually took the money out and paid a ton of taxes, and that was the dumbest thing ever. But I forget what I was doing. I was paying off a home equity loan or something, and I didn't start retirement until 1 year ago today, or 1 year ago this month. I started my own self-funded retirement account, and I've been putting away a lot of money into this retirement account. And my calculations, which have completely gone out the window in 1 year, because my calculations said I need 10 to 12% market return for 20 years, and the first year was tanked. This May to last May was the worst year for the stock market in quite a while. So I'm already behind. But if the calculations are correct, I'll have the number that they say we're supposed to have. But I'm putting away a lot of money. I'm putting away each month. And I'm going to continue to as bigger debts get paid off. Once I don't know, once the personal loan gets paid off, I'm going to put that $225 a month towards the retirement account. I think once my mortgage is paid off, I might put half of what I was paying for my mortgage or all of my mortgage into the retirement account, just hit it hard. So anyway, financially, I think I'll be okay. Health-wise, I think I'll be okay. Career-wise, I'm going to be okay. I truly do look forward to doing nothing. I look forward to having such minimal pressures, minimal responsibilities, and more importantly, minimal things to do. And people are like, oh, that's going to be boring. No, I'm extremely looking forward to boring. And I would be doing boring right now if I hadn't had kids so late. I mean, I'll be 49 tomorrow, and my oldest is only 13. My good close personal friend, Tansky, is my age, and his kids are gone. They're out. Grown up, moved out. So, depending on when you had kids, you either have an empty nest now, or you're still right in the thick of it, like I am. So, as much as I don't like to think of the children not being children and not living with me, I'm looking very much forward to doing nothing. And my hobbies are going to really shine when I'm old. I plan on spending my time watching television and movies. Truly. And if I'm still into video games, I might play a video game here and there. I don't know if I'll get into reading. I might. But I truly see the golden years sitting in a comfortable recliner and just watching TV and with no obligations. I look very much forward to little to no obligations. Our bills will be very much paid up. I will have minimal bills. I will have, I don't, if there are still two of us living in this house down the road, which is not a guarantee, let me tell you that. But if there are still two of us, we will only own a vehicle. I'm not making $1,000 in car payments anymore. I'm completely over that. Obviously, the children's bills will be decreased or gone. The house will be paid off. The house will be paid off in about 10 years. The house will be paid off in 10 years. And so my income will have a lot less hands reaching out for my income. So that's good. And I just plan, so that's where I can work a lot less. I mean, I could work 20 hours a week and still make a tremendous salary. So I really look forward to it, to be honest with you. I look forward to, but that's what I'm going to do. I don't see myself being super active. Maybe that's not good for my health or my heart or whatever, but I'm probably not going to play pickleball. I'm probably not going to swim at the Y. I'm probably not going to play bridge. I plan on seeing my friend. I plan on seeing my friend a lot and sitting in a movie theater and sitting on my recliner that I don't have yet. I do not have a recliner, but that's my plan for senior living. I honestly look forward to it. If it happens to be just me at some point, I repeat what I just said. That's exactly what I will do, even if it's just me. So if it's me in the vessel, I'm going to do exactly the same thing. So I'm looking very forward to it. That's all I want to say. as I pull in the driveway. So there's your Sunday video. What are you going to do, folks? What are you going to do when you're 65? What are you going to do when you're 70? Right? You going to sit around and get fat like me? So that's exactly what I'm going to do. And I look forward to it. Honestly, I look forward to wearing sweatsuits all day. I look forward to being slow. I look forward to sleeping and napping multiple. I truly look forward to it, and I can't wait. It's going to be fun, except for the whole dying part, but we'll get to that another time. We'll see you next time. Good night now.